Hi, welcome back to the Django REST Framework tutorial. Let's continue our discussion on Serializer. In this point, we perform GET and POST request using API views. Now, in this video, I will talk about more on put, patch and delete method. As we know that these methods are basically used to perform CRUD operation. Put method is used to update all the records from the dataset, while patch will perform a selected field that we can update, and delete will perform delete operation on the dataset. One by one, we'll talk about all these things. So first of all, we'll go to the documentation. Under Serializer, we can find there is an update method. So now we'll implement this update method in our code. So I'll just copy this first line and I'll go back to the code and I'll go inside the serializer.py. Under the serializer.py, we need to create update method to perform update operation. So here I'm going to create update method. Inside the update method, I need to pass a parameter. It's under the class, so self, and we have to pass the old data, that is the instance, and then validated underscore data. So this is attribute we are going to pass to the function. And now I'm going to paste that line instance.title. All the attribute from the model one by one we can update it. So in our model, we can find there are three attributes. First name, I'm going to operate this first name and go inside the serializer.py instance dot first name, validated data, get the first name and update with the new data. Similarly, I'm going to copy this line 2 times and I'm going to modify according to the model attribute. Second attribute is experience. So I'm going to modify this experience everywhere in the instance field. Finally, we have attribute skills. The same thing we need to perform, like instance.skills, validated data, get skills, and old data we have to replace with the new data. So these particular things we need to add in the update function. Once we add all the data of these attributes, then we need to save that instance. So instance dot save. Using that, we can save all the record. And then finally, we are going to return that instance. So this is the update method that we need to add under the serializer.py. So we'll come back to the views.py, and now here we are going to perform three different methods. Here we perform get and post. Now, specifically under the API view, we are going to perform get, put, and delete. So we'll little bit modify with the methods. Get, put, and delete will be added into the order data. So one by one, we'll talk about the method. Now we need to first write if request dot method is equal to get. Then this code will work as it is. No need to modify anything of this code for the get request that we already discussed in the previous. After that, we need to use this put and delete method. So here I'm going to specifically write if request dot method is equal to put. The difference between put and patch: in put method will update all the records, while in a patch method will update a specific selected record, not all the records. So inside that, we need to first write C is equal to order is our model dot object dot we need to get a specific record, that is a primary key. Once we get that data, then we need to store into the serializer. Serializer is equal to our coder serializer dot coder serializer. Inside that, object is C, comma, the data that we read from the user, request.data. So that data is being stored into the serializer. Now we need to check if serializer is valid. If that serializer is valid, then we need to store the data, serializers dot say. And finally, it will return the response serializer data. If any error is occur, it means that if the data is not valid, then we have to just return the response with the error. The top serializer dot errors. So this is all about the put method where we can update all the records. Then we need to add the delete method. So we'll go back to the order data function and we need to write the method if request dot method is equal to delete. We need to first store the data into the object. C is equal to order dot objects dot get the specific record using that primary key. Once we get the record, we need to just delete that record. So we need to say the object should be deleted. Delete that object. Once the object is get deleted, it should return the response. So it will return the response, and that response is nothing but a specific error, that page not found, or certain message that we can print. So I'm going to write, let's say status is equal to, let's say record not found, record not found. So this way we can just delete the record. So hope you understand that how to write the put and delete method under the API views. So now this code part is completed. Now we need to go to the browser to verify the output. Now run the project python manage.py run server. Copy this URL, paste into the browser. In the new tab, I'm going to paste that URL. And here I'm going to look for the coder data. So here I'm going to add coder underscore data. And specifically here I'm going to write the number 4. You can find this particular data is now available. Now if I want to modify this record, then we can perform this specific operation. We have option. Now here you can see there is option get, put and delete. We can put means we can modify the record, and for the delete we can delete record directly by using this button. So now I want to modify this record. So what I'll do, I'll just copy this content and paste it here. I'm not going to modify this primary key. So first name I need to modify as a full Patil. Experience is, let's say, 9 years, and Python underscore Java is the skill set that I'm going to update. So once I click on the put request, the record is get updated. You can find the information is get. So this way we can perform this put operation. And suppose I want to delete this particular record, I just need to click on this delete. You can find that it will ask you to show you want to delete this record. Just you can click the delete and that record is get deleted. The status code is not an integer value, so just little bit an error. We'll go back to the coding part again. This record deleted, but the status should be in integer format. So we need to modify a few things here. So first of all, we have to import certain package. So from REST framework, we need to import the status. So that status message we can put it over here. So here I'm going to write status dot that particular error you can write that no record is found or whatever it is. So no content, you can write it over here 204 no content. So this particular change is expected over here. I'll go back to the browser again and I'm going to refresh this page, and that record is already deleted. So I'm going to change now this record number 5, and suppose I want to delete this record 5. I click on the delete. Again, I'll just click on the delete and you can find that record is deleted. HTTP 204 no content is there. Hope you understand that how to perform put and delete request over the Serializer. So I just wanted to check the folder details, folder list, and now you can find that other records are get deleted. So record number 4 and 5 is get deleted. So hope you understand this put patch and delete methods. Thanks for watching this video.